It's Carnival Monday here in Bermuda, and I am about to interview someone amazing. He's a legend. He's an icon. He is the King of Soca. He's Machel Montano. Let's get it, baby. Yeah. So, Machel, we're back in Bermuda after how many years?
8 years.
8 years.
8 years, yeah.
How's it feel?
Good.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, just as good as home, but you know, even coming back at this age when you have time to slow down and really look at things, I just love the beauty of the island.
Yes.
You know, I was always impressed with the pastel colors and clean roads, you know. But just more than that now, you can appreciate the what do you call order and the consistency. And you know, I was driving coming any night, nobody was on the streets.
Yeah,
but then,
yeah,
there's something going on here that people at peace and then they know how to turn up.
Yeah.
And the show was really good, so I feel good about being here this time.
The show was amazing. I just have to say, the show was amazing. How did you feel about it?
I mean, I love the venue, the water, you know, just the imagination of seeing people there. In the water, on land.
Yes.
I had a few people jump in the ocean. That was nice vibes. It represents, you know, something unique about here.
Yeah.
And you know, the sing along was incredible. I could feel the energy of the people in a certain way, you know. It
was vibes. And for me, when you went back and you started doing Advantage, I was like, we're going back 15 years?
You know,
what's happening?
It's the strangest thing. I find myself every single show I've done this year, and this is the encore tour.
Yeah.
I find myself going into the crates to just pull in one or two songs that I didn't do in Ghana. I would do Shake Your Bum Bum with Tamaya. You know, somehow yesterday I just said, like, you know, let me pull Advantage and see how that would go over, you know. And I think it was really nice to see people remembering those kind of songs.
Absolutely. So talking about encore, you broke the record for Road March in Trinidad. Tell me how that felt for you, because I was rooting for you from an encore drop. When you said you're only as good as your last performance. When I tell you, that hit me like,
I know, and a lot of people resonated from the back of that line.
Yes.
You know, backstage is where legends belong, but you know, front stage is something like that. But for me, it was all about the fact that, look, this is legendary.
Yes.
And it's not only the famous people.
Absolutely.
It's the masqueraders. It's all of us who grew up with this music. Everybody knew what my run was. They remember Big Truck 1997, my first road march.
Yes,
you know, and to see the many different people I made road marches with over the years, to culminate to this one being the closest to breaking a 50-year record.
Yes.
It was just really exciting for me, but I was laser focused.
No, you were.
You know, I was just like, look, let me hit the clubs, let me hit the stages, let me hit the schools, let me just hit the trucks, let me just be there showing them that this is what a road march is.
Yes.
When people get on that road, yes, they jamming, they chipping.
Yes.
But when it's stage time, there's something about crossing that stage, like this is the moment.
Yes. It's that crescendo. That's what it is. And that's for me, like, that's what your music is. That road march, when it goes up, 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 and it comes.
It was a satisfying feeling for me.
Yes.
That is what I understood as contentment.
Absolutely.
You know, not just happiness. Happiness you could get from an ice cream cone or from a nice girl or from a nice car or house that you buy. But contentment gives this feeling of satisfaction over a long period of time. And coming to a goal or to a milestone where you could just rest. And like, you know, when you drink a Pepsi, you could just go, that was the feeling.
I love it. So talk to me about how does it feel, or how does one get to be the greatest of all time? Obviously it's sacrifice, obviously it's hard work, but how do we get to still be on top after all these years?
Well, I mean, the significant words there is great, is greatness. There's all, which means everything. Todo el mundo.
Yes.
And then there is of time.
Yes.
Of all time.
Yes.
So it's greatness, is critical mass, and it's time and patience, which is perseverance, which is consistency, which is dedication. You know, I in 2000, I really had to ask myself when I was feeling like giving it all up, which I felt like many times along this journey, of course. You know, I had to ask myself, what makes you tick, Machel? And I'm not just looking around, I'm asking myself. It's a kind of inward question. And the only thing that would keep coming back to me was greatness. I really like greatness. So I was then challenged to like say, well, okay, well, what is greatness? And the first thing pop into my mind would be Bandela. and then Martin Luther King,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
Mother Teresa,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
And I start thinking about all these people who are globally considered to be great for what they did.
Right.
And I started studying what they did. I looked at their movies, I read their books, Long Walk to Freedom. I understood that it was just simply about believing in something, dedicating yourself to it, and being consistent.
Absolutely.
And I love my culture. I want to see soca go to the corners of the globe. I want us to become a mainstream music.
Absolutely.
And I just, channel all my energy into bringing the whole of the Caribbean and all those who love soca with me.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
So you have a new documentary out.
Yes.
Talk to me about the documentary. Like a Boss?
Yeah.
King of Soca?
Like a Boss.
Talk to us about
Journey of a Soca King.
Journey of a Soca King.
Yes. And a Soca King, meaning that, I'm one of the many. But more importantly, that this is a journey. It's an ongoing journey. We decided to turn these cameras on in 2015 when we did the song Like a Boss.
That is,
that
is my song.
And it was part educational, but it was part, documenting everything. I had new management. Shay came on board and I was teaching them what soca was about. And I said, look, let me show you all what a carnival really is, what this is, and where we want to go from carnival to the world. How do we take it to the world? So we switched the cameras on. We had a phenomenal year. The documentary is rooted in the last week of Carnival, 16 shows in 7 days.
In 2015?
Yes, it shows you all the Bacchanal, the water fets, the Juve fets, the parties. There's that. But then there is the backstory of how I got into music, what my journey was from 1982 till now. And it's based on longevity, but based on, the legacy building, based on sacrifice, and based on evolution, because within there, you see the evolution of soca, why I did what I had to do. I think it is a piece that is important for any aspiring soca artist or any soca enthusiast who want to know about the history of this music, or just basically to introduce it to the globe and show them who we are, what we are. There's so many different people from all the different genres of music in there, like Drake and Khaled and French Montana and Ashanti and Dougie Fresh and you name it, but it was like about the interaction that we're having while this music is evolving, developing. You can see all the young artists who come up under me inside of there over a period of time. You can even see major things like our behavior as a people. In 2015, when you see that soca man, everybody jumping. There's a peep in there in 1997, big truck in the stadium, soca monarch. That was crazy. And then you see 2020 in the wedding, Machel Montano, everybody with their phones up.
Wow, so the evolution of it.
You can see us moving from being crazy to being conservative to being digital. And there's a lot to dive in and understand.
Right. I love it. Yeah. So what advice do you have for aspiring soca artists from Trinidad, from small islands, from the diaspora?
Yeah, the most important thing is to be true to yourself and to know thyself. First of all, you have to know thyself to be true. Yeah. And every island is different. We share similar culture and similar reasons why we were brought here, but there's some unique transitions that happened while here in our countries because of our geography and because of all the different factors. So hone into your island, learn your culture, really understand your culture, and then take it and see what's happening today and find a way to make a purpose or find a purpose of, what can we do? What do we need to solve? Is it war? Is it violence? Is it crime? Right. Let's try to put our music to the higher level of freeing human beings, because that's what this music is about. It's a vessel to transcend this physical body, to go beyond our stresses and our pains and our bills. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
And I just want them to zero in and lastly, what you put in is what you're gonna get out. Yeah. So once you find it, exercise it, practice it, hone it, sharpen it, and make it in service of man.
Do the work, do the work.
Yeah.
If you could name one Machel song that sums you up as a person, what would that song be?
Do It Like a Boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm better than you.
Listen, I love that answer.
More than you.
Okay. Yeah. I love that. So what's next for Machel?
I look forward to completing the Encore tour. We head into Central Park, New York. Can't wait to celebrate that with all the New York people.
Yes.
This is New York summer.
Yes.
But it's important when we hit New York City because that's the diaspora. People from all the islands come up with their flags.
Of course.
So we in Central Park, August 8th and 9th. That's going to be memorable. But, you know, we hitting the tour in Toronto. We hitting many other islands, St. Kitts Music Festival, Dominica Creole Festival. So we're going to be on the road until like about November.
Nice.
So I'm interested in hitting the fans and understanding fans. But I'm getting ready to, you know, go within and plot the next 20 years of Machel Montano. You know, a different vibe, a different message, and a different aura. You know, I look forward to creating those things because the most important thing is I don't know what it will be. I just go searching. You know, seek and you shall find.
No, absolutely. And I'll say, like, when you did an interview after you won Road March, and you said, zoom in on the cover and you'll see 12 on the necklace. And I was like, I did it. I was like, oh my God. Manifestation.
Like all the time.
You said it, you did it, you showed up,
Once you see it, you believe it, you can achieve it. Because this life is about creation. We are all part of creation. We are creators, we are the creator. So we're here to create vibes. Sometimes we create families, sometimes we create missions. You know, we create art, we create dance, fashion. This is about creating what you want and being the example that you want. You can change your body, you can change your mind.
100%.
And most importantly, you know, you can change your experience here on this earth.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate you.
Enjoy your carnival.
I will. Thank you.